ASUS Zenbook Duo Review. My first dual-screen experience couldn't have been better, and I'll start with a confession. I've always disliked the Windows experience while on the go, and I rely on an M2 MacBook Air whenever I need to get serious work done outside of my home setup, so the idea of using a Windows laptop, especially as my daily driver, honestly made me wince. And yet, when I first got my hands on the Zenbook Duo, I fully expected to be annoyed by clunky software, gimmicky design, choices and performance compromises, especially with a dual-screen setup, which I had previously dismissed as impractical, bulky, or just trying too hard. But to my absolute surprise, I couldn't have been more impressed with what ASUS has pulled off here, because despite all my hesitations, despite my loyalty to macOS and my assumptions about gimmicks, the Zenbook Duo absolutely shattered those expectations and made me rethink everything I thought I knew about productivity on the go. And even though it's not completely flawless, I'm genuinely going to have a hard time going back to a single-screen laptop, because what ASUS has done here feels like the future, not just a cool experiment. And to clarify, ASUS did send us this laptop for review purposes, but they had zero input on what I'm about to say. And that's important because my praise is 100% based on real-world use, not brand hype. And for those wondering, you can find the Zenbook Duo on Amazon or directly on ASUS's website, with a base model starting at $1,500 and configuration options going up to the powerful Core Ultra 9 285H, which is what my review unit came with. And yes, compared to other Ultrabooks with the same chip, the Zenbook Duo is a little pricier at around $1,700. But that premium is justified when you realize just how transformative the dual-screen experience is. Especially when the closest true dual-screen competitor, the Lenovo Yoga 9i, is sitting at $2,000, and usually with standout features like this. You expect something else to suffer, like maybe the keyboard feels cramped or the build is too thick or battery life is sacrificed too much, but none of that is true here. ASUS somehow managed to create a device that, even with two OLED screens, still feels like a polished premium Ultrabook through and through, and the moment you kick out the built-in stand, detach the magnetic keyboard, and reveal that gorgeous second OLED panel underneath, it's an experience that turns heads. No exaggeration, I was working at my favorite coffee shop and kept getting questions and curious glances from people wondering what kind of futuristic device I was using. And the thing is, it's not just about looking cool, it's actually useful, like shockingly useful, because having two screens in a portable setup feels like unlocking a cheat code for getting things done. And while I did expect battery life to take a hit when running both displays, I was still able to comfortably make it through a full workday on a single charge, which to me is a big win. And performance stellar. With a Core Ultra 9 chip, 32 GB of RAM and speedy SSD storage, I was flying through tasks like video editing, content creation, document management, and even light gaming, and the overall build is rock solid, with a sturdy hinge and a stand that feels way more reliable than it looks. So even though the Zenbook Duo might look a little precarious at first glance, it's engineered to handle real-world use. No wobble, no flex, just smooth operation and an incredibly unique way to multitask. And what really sells this machine is how seamless the second screen integrates into your workflow, letting you drag apps or media controls to the lower display, freeing up your primary space for focused work. And while the detachable keyboard takes a little adjustment, it's surprisingly comfortable and well built for extended use. And once you get used to the new workflow, you start realizing how much time you're saving just by having two displays always ready to go. And though I still love my MacBook, I can confidently say this is the first time I felt tempted to switch, or at least split my time between macOS and Windows, because the Zenbook Duo has shown me that Windows laptops don't have to be boring, they don't have to be bulky, and they certainly don't have to feel like a downgrade. This is innovation done right, and while $1,700 is no small investment, you're getting a device that redefines what a laptop can be in 2025. So if you've ever been curious about dual-screen laptops or wanted something that could truly level up your productivity game, this is absolutely worth checking out, because ASUS didn't just slap two screens together and call it a day. They created a product that blends power, design, and usability in a way that actually makes you excited to work. And for me, that's worth every penny. So whether you're a creative, a remote worker, or someone who just loves to try cutting-edge tech, the Zenbook Duo might just be your next big upgrade. And if you're looking for more honest, hands-on reviews like this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Techverse, where the future of tech unfolds.